I'm from France, and in France, in the early 90s, I went to school for 4 years for viticulture and winemaking in Avignon, Provence. And after my studies, I really wanted to see something else, very exciting also, which was Washington State. So I came in 1994 to Washington State to be part of the wine industry then. Basically, I started in the Yakima Valley, and in 1996, then I started working at Woodward Canyon, which is part of the Walla Walla Valley. And in 2003, I talked with Alan Shoup. Alan Shoup is the founder for Long Shadows Vintners, and we agreed that I would be the resident winemaker for Long Shadows Vintners, which is an umbrella that has 7 brands. Each brand is partnered with 7 winemakers, international winemakers, acclaimed winemakers that comes to Washington State to make the wine following their style. Long Shadows Vintners brings to Washington State expertise of many winemakers, acclaimed winemakers that could be international. We have a couple which are actually from Napa Valley also. But all of those winemakers been extremely successful making a certain type of wine. So like we have somebody from Australia which produces Syrah from the Washington State grapes. So what we do is we follow his techniques and viticulture practices, winemaking techniques. Then we have somebody from Napa Valley, we have somebody from Italy, Germany, also somebody from France. Pomerol is Michel Rolland, probably one of the world's most well-known winemakers. He really walks around the world, and he has really specific techniques he wants me to use in the vineyard, but also in the winery. Like when we destem the grapes, he does not want me to crush the berries, keep the whole berry, and then put it in those wood tanks right there for fermentation only. So those wood tanks, we bought them only for during harvest. It's pretty expensive, but that definitely just makes the wine under his style. And when we produce Pedestal for Michel Rolland, it has to be like a riper style wine with very round and very rich. And the wood tank says that it really helps to define the style of wine he wants. So that's what we do for him.